Hey guys, welcome to Denny's. Today we're going to jump into the patch notes. Just came out, patch 1.2.7. This is going to be the update for February the 13th. It's going to be the nerf to the Void Erosion, supposedly, and some weapon buffs, as well as a few other things. So we're going to jump into them from start to finish. Like the video if it helped you out. Subscribe if you feel that I have earned it. We'll jump into the video. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitch. We're doing this live on Twitch. I'd love to see you guys over there, but let's jump right in. So, hotfix 1.2.7. This is going to be available on all platforms, maintenance free. You can jump in and play right now. This is the Hot Springs patch, bikinis galore. So content improvements, Void Erosion Purge improvements. Public operation is now available from stages 26 and 27. So that means that all 5 stages above 25 can now be publicly match made. Change the number of range skills of elite wardens from 8 to 3. So that means that every elite in the pack is now going to have less range ability, I guess. Remove the chill status effect of normal and elite trackers. Okay. Change the beam skills of normal and elite farseers, trackers, and abominations so that the beam no longer rotates left or right as the target moves. That's amazing. So it's just going to stand still so you can't run into it. Change the beam of the commander monster to slow down when it starts tracking a target. A lot of those tracking nerfed. Remove the guiding ability from the skills of normal and elite annihilators and living artillery. Again, with the nerf to their abilities, the drop rate of all tiers of general rounds, special rounds, impact rounds, and high power rounds has doubled compared to the previous race. They've increased ammo drops by 100%. Change the reward distribution rules for Void Erosion Purge so that clear rewards are awarded upon completion of the mission, regardless of penalty duration. Okay, so you get rewards no matter what, as long as you finish within 15 minutes. Change the monster combinations and spawn patterns for Void Erosion Purge stages 21 through 30. Wow, so they're changing the spawn pattern. Reduce the spawn proportion of suicide bombers in stage 21, 24, 27, 5% down to 1.7%. Change the commander that appears in stage 29 from Demigor to Plaudia. Legion of Darkness. Changed the group spawn chance of living artillery reduced it by about 13%. Legion of Immortality, so that darkness is the wave 30, just so you guys know. Legion of Immortality changed the group spawn chance of Farseers by 33% to 20%. I'm going to zoom in here because I forgot. And then we've got reduced the number of trackers spawning. Farseers and trackers no longer spawn together, and remove Fortress Guards. So they're removing the hard packs from these mobs, it looked like, as far as the wave 29. I believe that's wave 29 or 28. Order of Truth. Change the group spawn chance of Annihilators, reduce the number of Wardens spawning. Annihilators and Wardens no longer spawn together, and removed Ascetics. So they're just basically making it... I'm guessing these are the mobs the problem mobs that were doing the one tapping, more or less. But this is basically just a straight up nerf to the mobs themselves and how much damage they do. Reduce the difficulty of solo mode in Void Erosion Purge. Increased attribute ATK of weapons in Void Erosion Purge. So that means that the elemental damage will now do increased damage, question mark. Nerfed commander monsters for 2 to 4 player modes in Void Erosion Purge. So the final bosses will receive a health nerf, I'm guessing. We'll see. Maybe they do less damage as well. Okay. Descendants. The increase in number of hits according to skill range of Inez now changes when the skill range module is equipped. Apply to the base skills, Chain Lightning, Lightning Conductor, and Snare Hunter. Apply to Floating Lightning of the skill module, Time of the Hunting Hound. So the range wasn't showing on the actual mod, I'm guessing. If this is true, then that means that we're going to bounce more and be more overpowered with Inez, but I'm guessing they're talking about the wording. Keelan, the increase in the number of targets according to the skill range of Keelan now changes when the skill range module is equipped. Apply to the base skill, Void Corrosion. Yeah, so that's just his first ability. Again, with the tooltip, not anything as far as bumping the damage. Weapons and modules. Okay, so fix the brightness of Albion Cavalry Gun Ricochet being too bright in certain areas. Made some improvements to the weapon stats and unique abilities of the 3 ultimate weapons. Okay, so let's start with the last dagger. This is the ultimate weapons. Default firearm ATK has been increased by about 29%. Hitting an enemy grants the unique abilities Patience and Lethal Dagger. Lethal Dagger increases critical hit rate per stack, so it's going to have a critical hit rate increase. Reloading when Patience is at max stacks resets Patience and grants the strike effect. While in the strike effect, shooting fires enhanced rounds. When strike is removed, the steps effect is granted and temporarily increases your movement speed. Okay, so it really is depending on how much damage those enhanced rounds are going to do in unison with the 29% firearm ATK buff to see if that's actually good. When a guided round explodes, it creates multiple cluster rounds depending on its enhancement level. Cluster rounds track to nearby enemies, so more AoE damage. Hopefully this will not be brighter. Somehow there's no way they can make this weapon brighter, right? Who knows? They probably can. Sigvor's Proof. Damage dealt by sticky bombs increases proportionally to the number of sticky bombs installed. We're about to see some Sigvor's one-shotting on some Defiler, hopefully. That'd be fantastic. Okay. The weapon slot in use no longer changes when moving between fields. Increased firearm ATK of some rare weapons. I'll read this list real quick. Water break. Okay. Handgun. Red Wolf, Millennium Frost, Rose of Asia, New Beginning. Holy crap. Guys, they did like every single rare weapon. Assault Rifle. Except Magnus, Caligos, and Phantom Pain. They did not do Eternal Willpower. Wow, that is toxic. Okay, well, they buffed every single purple weapon. Firearm ATK. So I wonder what that's going to be like. Change user interface. We're going to jump into user interface. Change the purchase button assignment as below, depending on use of caliber. Buttons for non-caliber spending purchases. Spacebar. Okay, so changes for buttons for purchasing. Hold time, blah, blah, blah. In NPC shops such as Descendant and Anais, you can now check the item tooltip and acquisition information at currency info at the top of the screen. In Void Erosion Purge, the key for the next stage has been changed to from F to N. Okay, products. Support package, emote, spawn, Eceive, UI, name card, paint, skin bundle. A bunch of the Hot Spring skins were released. Paint bundle will have obviously some stream time covering all those, but a ton of skins released, ton of paints it looks like were added, which is cool. Love to see that. Chrome white sounds kind of cool. Bunch of emotes, support packages as in the growth, the catalyst and stuff. Okay, challenge events. The Operation Kate's Experiment Assistant will run after today. So they've got 3 new events starting today. I'll cover that in a separate video. The login event, daily report. Login event run 15 days. Receive skins, various materials, and consumables. Log in every day during the event to earn various rewards. So just logging in from February the 12th to March the 12th. And March the 13th is when Serena comes out. Okay, bug fixes. When all Descendants in the no resurrection zone are down but not out, they will now be respawned. The restart count will be deducted. They will respawn a location just before the no resurrection zone. Descendants fixed an issue where the effect icons for Lepic's overclock, power unit change, and nerve infiltration did not match the skill icons. Partially fixed an issue where Luna's notes were delayed. Luna and Lepic getting some changes. Weapons and modules. Auto-equip modules would not proceed if the cursor was hovering over. Small changes here, not really a big deal. Craft core would show misalignment. Fellow skin issues. Let's read the director's comment real quick after a quick little water break to finalize it. Okay. Greetings, Descendants. This is Director. As I mentioned on Discord and in the live stream, this hotfix focuses on improving the gameplay experience of Void Erosion Purge while addressing elements that may have caused discomfort. However, the issues of certain weapon metas being overly required at higher difficulty levels has not been fully resolved. The reason we couldn't address this issue immediately is due to the performance gap between the Descendants. If we balance the difficulty based on top-tier Descendants, most other Descendants will struggle to play effectively. Conversely, if we adjust the difficulty to accommodate lower-performing Descendants, the leaderboard risks being dominated by only a selected few, diminishing the content's value as a challenge. To fundamentally resolve this, we plan to adjust the balance between Descendants and then refine the gameplay experience of Void Erosion Purge. However, the ongoing preparation for Season 2, Episode 2, and live service management, we regret that we cannot implement these improvements as quickly as possible. We sincerely apologize for this delay. We will share further details as soon as we finalize our improvement plans and schedule. We deeply apologize to all players who may have been disappointed at the Void Erosion Purge content. To deliver better content, we will actively seek ways to engage the community and gather feedback for updates, ensuring a more stable live service experience. So, Descendants, they want to make better all around, all the Descendants. It's going to come with time. Probably the episode 2 skill trees and stuff, we'll see some major power creep, which will be really nice for the Void Erosion Purge. Instead of just doing weapons, yeah, there's going to be Descendants as well. So that's actually quite nice. But yeah, that's the patch notes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitch. We did this live on Twitch. I would love to see you guys over there. We're live 5 days a week, sometimes 6. And I'd love to see you guys. But yeah, I'm out of here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you're at. And peace out, guys. Goodbye.